You got your Bibles? Let's read. We're going to be reading from Exodus 26, 27, 28. Exodus 26 is plans for the tabernacle. Exodus 27 is plans for the burnt offering. Exodus 28 is priest clothing. All right, I'm going to be reading from the King James Version, started at Exodus chapter 26. Moreover, thou shalt make the tabernacle with 10 curtains of fine twined linen, and blue and purple and scarlet, with cherubims of cunning work shalt thou make them. The length of one curtain shall be 8 and 20 cubits, and the breadth of one curtain 4 cubits, and every one of the curtains shall have one measure. The 5 curtains shall be coupled together one to another, and the other 5 curtains shall be coupled one to another. And thou shalt make loops of blue apron on the edge of one curtain in the selvage in the coupling, and likewise thou shalt make the uttermost edge of another curtain in the coupling of the second. 50 loops shalt thou make in the one curtain, and 50 loops shalt thou make in the edge of the curtain that is in the loop in the coupling of the second, that the loops may take hold one on one of another. And thou shalt make 50 thatches of gold, and couple the curtains together with the thatches, and that shall be one tabernacle. And thou shalt make curtains of goat's hair to be a covering upon the tabernacle. 11 curtains shalt thou make. The length of one curtain shall be 30 cubits, and the breadth of one curtain shall be 4 cubits, and the length in the 11 curtains shall be all of one measure. And thou shalt couple 5 curtains by themselves, and 6 curtains by themselves, and thou shalt double the 6th curtain in the forefront of the tabernacle. And thou shalt make 50 loops on the edge of the one curtain that is outmost of the coupling, and 50 loops in the edge of the curtain which couple the second. And thou shalt make 50 thatches of brass, and put the thatches unto the loops, and couple the tent together, and it may be one. In the remnant, the remaining of the curtains of the tent, the half curtain, the remaining shall hang over the backside of the tabernacle, and the cubit on the one side, and the cubit on the other side, that which remaineth. And the length of the curtains of the tent, it shall hang over the sides of the tabernacle on this side and on that side to cover it. And thou shalt make a covering for the tent of rams, skins dyed red, and the coverings above of badger skins. And thou shalt make boards for the tabernacle of Shittimite wood, standing up. 10 cubits shall the length of the board, and the cubits and half shall be the breadth of one board. 2 tenons shall there be in one board, set in order one against another. Thus thou shalt make for all the boards of the tabernacle. And thou shalt make the boards of for the tabernacle 20 boards on the south side southward. And thou shalt make 40 sockets of silver under the 20 boards, 2 sockets under one board for his 2 tenons, and 2 sockets under another board for his 2 tenons. And for the second side of the tabernacle, on the north side, there should be 20 boards, and there are 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under another board. And for the sides of the tabernacle westward, thou shalt make 60 boards, and 2 boards shall thou make for the corners of the tabernacle in the 2 sides, and they shall be coupled together beneath, and they shall be coupled together above the head of it upon one ring. Thus shall it be for them both. They shall be for the 2 corners, and they shall be 8 boards, and their sockets of silver, 16 sockets, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under another board. And thou shalt make bars of Shittimite wood, 5 for the boards and the one side of the tabernacle, and the 5 bars for the boards on the other side of the tabernacle, the 5 bars for the boards on the side of the tabernacle for the 2 sides westward, and the middle bar in the midst of the board shall reach from end to end. And thou shalt overlay the boards with gold, and make their rings of gold for places for the bars, and thou shalt overlay the bars with gold. And thou shalt wear of the tabernacle according to the fashion thereof, which was showed thee in the mount. And thou shalt make a vow of blue and of purple and scarlet and fine linen, linen of cunning work, what cherubims shall it be made. And thou shalt hang it upon 4 pillars of Shunammite wood, overlaid with gold. Their hooks shall be of gold upon the 4 sockets of silver. And thou shalt hang up the veil under the taches, that thou mayest bring in thither within the veil the ark of the testimony, and the veil shall divide unto you between the holy place and the most holy. And thou shalt put the mercy seat upon the ark of the testimony in the most holy place. And thou shalt set the table without the veil and the candlestick over against the table on the side of the tabernacle toward the south. And thou shalt put the table on the north side. And thou shalt make an hanging for the door of the tent of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen wrought with needlework. And thou shalt make for the hanging 5 pillars of Shunammite wood, and overlay them with gold, and their hooks shall be of gold. And thou shalt cast 5 sockets of brass for them. All right, I'm going to read Exodus 27. And thou shalt make an altar of Shunammite wood, 5 cubits long and 5 cubits broad. The altar shall be 4 square, and the height thereof shall be 3 cubits. And thou shalt make the horns of it upon the 4 corners thereof. His horns shall be of the same, and thou shalt overlay it with brass. And thou shalt make his pans to receive his ashes, and his shovels, and his basins, and his flesh hooks, and his fire pans, all the vessels thereof thou shalt make of brass. And thou shalt make for it a grate of network of brass, and upon the net shalt thou make 4 brazen rings in the 4 corners thereof. And thou shalt put it under the compass of the altar beneath, and the net may be even to the midst of the altar. And thou shalt make staves for the altar, staves of Shunammite wood, and overlay them with brass. And the staves shall be put into the rings, and the staves shall be upon the 2 sides of the altar to bear it. Hollow the board shall thou make it, as it was showed thee in the mount, so shall thou make it. And thou shalt make the court of the tabernacle for the south side, southward. There shall the hangings for the court of the fine twined linen, and the 100 cubits long for one side, and the 20 pillars thereof, and the 20 sockets shall be of brass. The hooks and the pillars and their fillets shall be of silver. And likewise for the north side, and for the breadth of the court on the west side shall the hangings of 50 cubits, their pillars 10, and their sockets 10. And the breadth of the court on the east side where shall be 50 cubits. The hangings on one side of the gate shall be 15 cubits, their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. And on the other side shall the hangings 15 cubits, their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. And for the gate of the court shall be the hanging of 20 cubits of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen wrought with needlework. And their pillars shall be 4, and their sockets 4. All the pillars round about the court shall be filled with silver. Their hooks shall be of silver, and their sockets of brass. The length of the court shall be 100 cubits, and the breadth 50 cubits everywhere, and the height 5 cubits of fine twined linen, and their sockets of brass. All the vessels of the tabernacle, and all the service thereof, and all the plants thereof, and all the pins of the court shall be of brass. And thou shalt command the children of Israel that they bring thee pure olive oil, beaten for the light, to cause the lamp to burn always in the tabernacle of the congregation without a veil, which is before the testimony. Aaron and his sons shall order it from evening to morning before the Lord. It shall be a statute forever until the generations, on the behalf of the children of Israel. I'm going to read the last chapter, Exodus 28. And take thou unto thee Aaron and thy brother, and his sons with him from among the children of Israel, that he may minister unto me in the priest's office, which Aaron, Nab, and Azar, and Ismar, Aaron's sons. And thou shalt make holy garments for Aaron thy brother, for glory and for beauty. And thou shalt speak unto all that are wise-hearted, whom I have filled with the spirit of wisdom, that they may make Aaron's garments to consecrate him, that he may minister unto me in the priest's office. And these are the garments which they shall make: a breastplate, and an ephod, and a robe, and a embroidered coat, a merit, and a girdle. And they shall make holy garments for Aaron and thy brother and his sons, that they may minister unto me in the priest's office. And they shall take gold, and blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine linen. And they shall make the ephod of gold, of blue, and of purple, of scarlet, and fine twine linen, with cunning work. It shall have the two shoulder pieces thereof joined at the two edge thereof, and so it shall be joined together. And the curious girdle of the ephod which is upon it shall be of the same according to the work thereof, even of gold, of blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine linen, with fine twine linen. And thou shalt make 2 onyx stones, and engrave on them the names of the children of Israel, 6 of their names on one stone, and the other 6 names on the rest of the other stone, according to their birth, at the work of the engraver and stone, like the engravings of the signet. Thou shalt engrave the 2 stones with the names of the children of Israel. Thou shalt make them to be set in ounces of gold. And thou shalt put the 2 stones upon the shoulders of the ephod for stones of memorial unto the children of Israel. And Aaron shall bear their names before the Lord upon his 2 shoulders for memorial. And they shall make ounces of gold, and the 2 chains of pure gold at the ends of writhing work shall thou make them, and fasten the writhing chains up to the ouches. And thou shalt make the breastplate of judgment with cunning work. After the work of the ephod, thou shalt make it of gold, of blue, of purple, of scarlet, and of fine linen. Thou shalt make it 4 square. It shall be double. A span shall be the length thereof, and a span shall be the breadth thereof. And thou shalt set it in the settings of stones, even 4 rows of stones. The first row shall be of sardius and topaz, a beryl. This shall be the first row. And the second row shall be of emerald, a sapphire, and a diamond. And third row of lagar, and agate, and a amethyst. In the 4th row, beryl, and an onyx, and a jasper. They shall be set in gold in their enclosings. The stones which be with the names of the children of Israel, 12 according to their names, like the engravings of the signet, every one with his name shall be according to the 12 tribes. And thou shalt make upon the breastplate chains at the ends of the wreath work of pure gold. And thou shalt make unto the breastplate 2 rings of gold, and thou shalt put 2 rings on the 2 ends of the breastplate. And thou shalt put the 2 rings chains of gold in 2 rings which are on the ends of the breastplate, and the other 2 ends of the 2 rings chains thou shalt fasten in the 2 ouches, and put them on the shoulder pieces of the ephod before it. And thou shalt make 2 rings of gold, and thou shalt put them on 2 ends of the breastplate, and the border thereof, which is in the side of the ephod inward. Okay. And 2 other rings of gold thou shalt make, and shall put them 2 sides of the ephod underneath toward the foremost part thereof, over against the other coupling thereof, above the curious girdle of the ephod, and they shall bind the breastplate by the rings thereof unto the rings of the ephod with the lace of blue, that it may be above the curious girdle of the ephod, and the breastplate be not loose from the ephod. And Aaron shall bear the names of the children of Israel and the breastplate of judgment upon his heart when he goeth into the holy place for a memorial before the Lord continually. And thou shalt put in the breastplate of judgment of Aaron and Thummim, and they shall be upon Aaron's heart when he goeth in before the Lord. And Aaron shall put the judgment of children of Israel upon his heart before the Lord continually. And thou shalt make the robe of the ephod all of blue. And there shall be a hole in the top of it. It in the midst thereof it shall be have a binding of woven work round about the whole of it, as it were the whole of Habaron, it that it be not rent. And beneath upon the hem of it thou shalt make pomegranates of blue and of purple and of scarlet round about the hem thereof, the bells of gold between them round about, the golden bell of the pomegranate, the golden bell and the pomegranate upon the hem of the robe round about. It shall be upon Aaron to minister, and his sound shall be heard when he goeth into the holy place before the Lord, and when he cometh out, and he not die. And it shall make a plate of pure gold engraved upon it, like the gravings of the signet, holiness to the Lord. And thou shalt put it on the blue lace, that it may be upon the mirrors upon the forefront, and the mirrors it shall be, and it shall be upon Aaron's forehead, that Aaron may bear the iniquity of the holy things which the children of Israel shall hallow in all their holy gifts. And it shall be always upon his forehead, and they may be accepted before the Lord. And thou shalt embroider the coats of fine linen, and thou shalt make the mired of fine linen, and thou shalt make the girdle of needlework. And for Aaron's sons thou shalt make coats, and thou shalt make them girdles, and bonnets shalt thou make for them, for glory and for beauty. And thou shalt put them on Aaron thy brother, and the sons of him, and shall anoint them, and consecrate them, and sanctify them, that they may minister unto me in the priest's office. And thou shalt make them linen breeches to cover their nakedness, from the loins even unto the thighs they shall reach. And they shall be upon Aaron and upon his sons when they come in unto the tabernacle of the congregation, or when they come near unto the altar to minister in the holy place, that they bear not iniquity and die. It shall be a statute forever unto him and his seed after him. I have read Exodus 26, 27, 28. Exodus 26 was the plans for the tabernacle. Exodus 27 was plans for burnt offering. Exodus 28 was the priest's clothing. I'm coming in here live every single day, reading 3 to 4 chapters, 365 days out of the year. And please come join me. I'm reading from the King James Version. You can bring your own. And please be sure to come back tomorrow for Exodus 29, 30, and 31. We'll be reading from Exodus again. You can follow me on all social media platforms, Instagram, YouTube, and as well as TikTok. It is Minister Chiffon. On Facebook, it's abbreviated MIN Chiffon. All right, Minister Chiffon out.